Hi, this is Sage of the Stage, and today I want to share a story of when I almost gave up on music and how Mozart basically saved me. So it was a long time ago. I just started going to high school, I believe, and just a little backstory. For the majority of my life, I was going to two schools. I went to the primary school, the general school, and I went to the elementary music school. And I was studying piano at the time. I really liked it. It was my main subject, but I had some ups and downs. For about the last 2 years of the primary school, I wasn't feeling it too much. It wasn't really because of the piano itself. It was more about this teacher that we had that taught us music theory, solfeggio, and stuff like that. She was, without exaggerating, a crazy woman. I remember her telling the girls in our classes that had their fingernails polished that they would end up on the streets, they would become prostitutes and stuff, because she couldn't understand that girls could just, polish their nails because they liked it not to attract some bad men. I mean, who talks to girls like that? I mean, who tells that to somebody in primary school anyway? I don't know. I remember also this one time that I was leaning on this window in the hallway because, I thought it looked kind of cool. She saw that and she waited until we got to the class and she told everybody, okay, so you're leaning on the window. Tomorrow you're probably gonna kill somebody. You just want to look cool. You don't really care about anything else. I don't know. I'm not making this up. I really am not sure how she got to killing somebody from leaning on a window. Maybe I'm a killer. I don't know. But she really made it unbearable for the last 2 years of primary school. Years later, I figured out she had some problems in her life. Her son abandoned her. He had some problems with drugs, so she took it out on us, but still, that wasn't a good way to go on about. So I finished the primary music school and the general elementary school, and I paused my music education for some time because I was really fed up with music at the time. At least I wasn't enjoying the way to learn music in schools. So I went to the high school, the general one where they teach you like a million subjects, but they really don't prepare you for anything in life. Yeah, that one. And I was doing okay. I had a lot of free time, which is kind of weird for me because I'm used to going to two schools. And I also did skateboarding back then. I went to the breakdancing classes. So I really didn't have much free time when I was in my primary school. Anyway, when I was in high school, I decided to take up church corps, which was great. Singing, improving. And the corps master was a priest who had a master's degree in musical harmony and church music in general. So we had much to learn from him. It was really fine. The core was very good. And he told us one day that he had a big project for us. He decided that he would want us to sing Mozart's Requiem. To tell you the truth, I didn't know anything about the composition at the time. So basically, Requiem is a mass for dead. And as any mass, it has its part that fit the biblical texts and the parts of the mass they were supposed to go with. To make it as short as possible, we were practicing the piece for about 3 months. We got the vocal help from the students of the music high school that I didn't want to go to at the time. We were singing it together with a local choir. There were a lot of people there, and the rehearsals were fun. They really were. And one very important thing, we had a very, very good conductor. His name was Noorman Widjaja. I never heard about him before, but he's a genius. He conducts every piece of music from his memory, which is totally insane. And he has this way of conducting as if he was looking at every person at the same time. I don't know how he does that. When he gives these signs to sing to anyone in the corps, whether you're a bass like me or tenor, alto, or soprano, everybody just knows exactly when to start. So we prepared the Requiem and we did a concert in Dubrovnik with their Dubrovnik Symphonic Orchestra. The concert was in Fort Revelin, which is basically a castle-looking building, really beautiful stuff. If you haven't been to Dubrovnik, you really must go there. So it was the night of the concert. I got out with the rest of the choir. There were candles light up. It was just looking beautiful. It was looking epic. And I could feel this one thing, which is very important. I could feel the orchestra, the choir, and the conductor all breathing at the same time, as if we were just a part of this whole big organism. It was beautiful. I never felt anything like it before. I was singing my heart out, looking at the conductor, feeling the energy of everybody around me, just looking at the candles, and I was just lost in the moment. It was beautiful. And when the concert was over, I remember looking to this group of people from the music high school. They were having fun, they were laughing, they were talking about the concert, and I was just thinking to myself, man, I am so stupid. Why would I let one person destroy the greatness of music because she had some problems that she had to take it out on us? I mean, she didn't have to, but she did anyway. Why would I let that ruin my whole look on music? Why would I let that ruin the enjoyment I have when I'm singing, when I'm playing the piano, when I'm writing songs? Why? I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to continue my music journey. I'm going to the music high school, and that's exactly what I did. And to tell you the truth, if I didn't do that right then, I don't know how my life would look right now. And also, I think that was the time that I decided to become a teacher. And I didn't want to be any kind of a teacher. I really wanted to be the teacher that helps his students fall in love with music, to find their way of thinking about everything, and just to be normal for a change. So, Requiem in D minor, K626, is a Requiem mass by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Mozart composed the Requiem in Vienna in the late 1791, but the piece wasn't finished. It was actually finished by his student at the time, Franz Süssmayr, who delivered that piece to Count Franz von Walsegg, who commissioned the piece for a requiem service to commemorate the anniversary of his wife's death on the 14th of February. I advise you to go and listen to the whole piece. There's a lot of YouTube links out there with the full requiem, and it will probably tell you something that you haven't heard before, and it's beautiful. Today is All Saints' Day, which means we are visiting the graveyards, saying prayers to our beloved ones who are no longer on this world, and remembering to make the most of our lives while we're still here. That's why I chose this topic for today. Mozart's music saved my life, not just metaphorically, but it basically saved my life because I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't because of that moment. And even though Requiem is a mass for dead, it kind of resurrected me in a way, right? And I will leave you with this small footage from the concert that I just talked about. The part we're singing is Lacrimosa, which translated from Latin basically means this: mournful that day when from the dust shall rise guilty men to be judged. Therefore, spare him, O God, merciful Jesus. Lord, grant them rest. Amen. That's all for today. Thank you for sticking out to the end of the video as always. This one was very personal to me. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, and you look wonderful. I hope to see you in the next episode as well. Bye.